One of these for so long, I forgot to put anything in the description box. So I'm here, I await your beautiful company, and I'm ready to do a few personal mini readings. You just have to send a donation afterwards. There's two ways. There's the ordinary PayPal, but I also have a GoFundMe page now. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards until you arrive. I will keep an eye as best I can on the comments as they arrive, and we'll see what gives. I'm going to begin with a little collective reading just to keep me entertained. Let me entertain you. So, I mean, there are two people here, but I was like, it's just you, and you're just talking to you. This is about being one with yourself. So, wassail to the two people watching. Let's shuffle again. I'm very, very warm. Look, we got three people now. How exciting. Hello, third person. Oh, look, 3-3. You must be a very powerful person today. This is about two voids held open and shifting between voids, but it's also about making a troth to yourself, a promise to yourself. Tomorrow, wassail, house of spirit, wassail Eve. It was Eve's birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday, Eve. Yeah, I've been planning it for ages, but I've had so many other messages that had to come through, and because of the way I've been making videos and editing them, it's been taking a rather long time. Wow, selfie Eliza. It's great to have you here, Eve, because you're a moderator. So I'm gonna get the other deck and shuffle. Oh, look. Tomorrow is the 9-9 portal. Wassail, wild wolf woman. Where are you now? It's the 9-9 Lady Gate tomorrow, and I've just finished editing the video. Wassail, I owe you this. What do you owe me? I hope it's lots of love and good intentions. So the songwriter, so yeah. I just finished editing a video I made yesterday. I edited it today and it comes out tomorrow. I went on a trip to Winchelsea because basically, yeah, I am so excited about tomorrow's gateway. There are a lot of doorways in Winchelsea, and I was doing a reading before going. Well, good luck with the audition, Francesca. And I was trying to do a reading, and I was getting ever more ridiculously full of giggles. And then Spirit started being very cheeky, very naughty, and I was like, I can't say these things. And then fortunately, I was talking about Chrissy, and she rang me. She didn't know I was talking about her in the video. She rang me and she saved me from continuing down a very cheeky rabbit hole of the 9-9 gateway. And we did a reading together across the telephone with the musical alchemy cards, and we got all these matching cards. It was really fascinating. But the long and short of it was I needed to go out and travel around. So I've taken us all on a trip to Winchelsea, which has a theme of a lack of water. That's all I want to say. A lack of water. So let's see what else Mary the Alchemist might like to collectively suggest to us. Oh, look. Uranus, amalgamation, and rot. So this is primordial changing. This is something being drawn in, and this is decomposing old patterns. There is something that must change with this 9-9 portal. Sorry, I'm not looking down to see what comments might be there. Yeah, I was absolutely dry yesterday. I went on the most ridiculously long 10-mile walk without any water, and all I had was the occasional blackberry, and it really wasn't quenching my thirst. And then this energy of change that this 9-9 portal is bringing us, the doors of the portal tomorrow will fly open, and a divine energy of inspiration will surround everybody, whether you tune into it or not, that's your own journey. But this portal will come open, and then somehow, and I don't know how yet, you have to action to fit this frequency. And then get flirty with the conjunction, as in get flirty with the energy, get cheeky with the energy. Dance with this energy. Almost, trying to pull yourselves into this divine intentional energy that's coming in so that you can create something you desire, because that's what this energy is all about. There's a big reset energy coming along, which begins now, and it goes through Pluto turning and coming back finally into Aquarius for 20 years. And then it moves through a whole series of eclipses and things next year, but it culminates on the 20th of the 2nd, 2026, when Neptune and Saturn will go into a conjunction from Pisces into 0 degrees and on 0 degrees of Aries. It's a generational reset. And we've always had people making videos about this great reset, and it doesn't matter what people think that great reset is, the cosmos has its own plan that will happen. So warm, and I'm going to drink a little bit of tea. Look at this amazing cup with the giant handle that fits my hand. It's made by Daniela. So let's get a little runic message next. Thorn, big giant gateway. And the gateway is within, because it's a 3. So the 9-9 is this energy of the divine, opening inside us. Ooh. Was a big spray of tea there. Opening inside us, and there's something always in the energy of this card, which is dare you, I dare you to reach out to the edges, to feel the vastness of this gateway and allow yourself to become one with that frequency. Ooh, look, this is fabulous. So here we have Nide, the shadows. So we go into the shadows, we go into the darkness, because that's the physical space that we need to find the nutrients. The nutrients are the things that will help you to reach out and stick to the edge of the gateway. So Nide is this X tilted down. What's next? Whoa! Alignment. So the key to this card, this energy of alignment, partnership, gift, is the notion that you have to accept that you've gone through this to receive this. You have to allow yourself to be open to receive. And then we have this ancestor key. So this card at the moment is coming across as 8 beautiful, energetic, blissful nutrient stories in your DNA from your ancestors. That's the frequency that this is coming across as, and they're each putting in a key to activate an energy where you align. Interesting. Unwheeler. Stop. Pause. Be open. Have the receptivity, the belief that you've done all that is needed for the gift to come in. Just be in that visible silence. Allow this frequency, I want to say, to flow from within you, to flow inside you, and then to be activated by your ancestor cells. Ah, you saw Gifu on your birthday. Yeah, to activate your ancestor cells, to activate the bliss stories. You know, the moments when ancestors had the most beautiful, wonderful things happen to them. And they are often seen as rarer because within our shadow work, we're looking to heal traumas, because traumas seem to come to the surface much more easily. It's behind, underneath the surface, that are those nutritious, joyful frequencies. I'm so warm. Let's get some of Daniela's lovely ceramics. It's 1313 just then. Oh, it's so warm sitting here with you all. So we have this 9-9 gateway is a destiny point. It's a destiny point for all of us. There is Gifu, the cross, aligning on our pathway through life. And then Kanafa. That's the story, the blood stories of ancestors' traumas. And this energy, for some reason, it's just being pulled out. It's being pulled out. You've pulled it out. And so now this new energy is flowing in. See, it's 58, Liffruma. You're being gifted with ancestral love songs, love stories, tales of wonder and joy. That's what's coming with tomorrow's energy. Whilst our Natalie dawns. I always wonder how I'm going to sing people's names. So if anyone would like a mini personal reading, and they can make a donation after it to either my PayPal account or my new GoFundMe account, which is in the description box, the little triangle below, then I'm here and ready. Obviously everyone's going to hear it. So it might not suit everyone. I'm just going to pause and see how you all are. I'm going to drink a little bit more tea just to make me even hotter. I'm going to shuffle the deck. So what can you tell us about, I was going to say, about the coming eclipse tunnel? Look at that. 2nd of October, solar eclipse. Beaming life balls. There's 2 cards down here. Oh no, 3. Whoa. So look, Crocus of Venus. This is really an energy of divine intention. This is this frequency, this story that keeps coming through, that we are about to be gifted with divine opportunities. So the palace of true reflections, authenticity. So this is I am me, or I am becoming me. So me is the mind. It's where we reside, where we think, where we understand ourselves. Can you see me from there? I'm in the UK at the moment. I'm in the land of my birth. Wassail Heidi JP. Okay, I owe you this. I'll do you a personal in a second. I just need to write that down so that in case suddenly there are lots of people. I owe you this. So this I am me is this energy. Wassail Shelly. This is the Palace of True Reflections. This is your divine intention. This is the energy coming through this 9-9 Ladygate portal. And then it's fantastic. The next 2 cards on the floor that will come to pass, antimony. This is the wild, instinctual human nature. This is part of our authenticity. We all have wild, instinctual things that we hide. Okay? Oh, you're on the East Coast. Coming out with antimony, Dark Moon Lilith. You know, this is the energy that was created to shame us, to hold us back. Because the authentic, wild, instinctual frequency of Dark Moon Lilith, they were having none of that. And so this is really powerful, feminine, divine intention frequency, authenticity within us needs to be brought out into the light. So this eclipse tunnel is a lunar going to a solar. Wassail, sovereign soul. I'm going to sing Wassail, House of the Spirit. That caught me. Wassail, Nikki McClendon music. So, House of the Spirit, let's put you down on this list. And we will begin with the first reading. The idea is there's two ways to pay for your readings and donate, and you do it afterwards, and I let you judge how much you wish to give. Oh, your name is Mariana. I do the only thing, I can't always remember the next time people turn up. I get muddled. So let's go with I owe you this. So you're 2040 as a timestamp. Let's just write that down. 2040. I'm so warm. So I'm going to start with, actually, I'm going to start with the rune deck, weirdly. So, I owe you this. Okay, Aisha. I show you this. I'm going to show you this. So please. Lincalian Liffruma Healing Oracle deck. Oh! Aisha, one opening card. Hell. The Returning Light. This is 13 frequency. So I'm going to read you the poem because that might have some importance to you. Beautiful, bright child light, blighted by mighty Odin in fear of his fate. Hell refused Odin's request to return Baldur's light, aware that death is simply a parallel dimension to life. Everything dies. Welcome her corporeal truth. Raise hell to embrace life and return to the world your fullest light. Hell's disruption opens portals of divine reconstruction. Burn like hell brightly. I absolutely love this card. I love hell. The other two that you've got with it is, that way around. Yana and Towardness. Now, Yana is to spin a talismanic thread of love and light, and you are spinning yours currently into your future. You're creating a future place to nest, and you're bringing that in now. It's almost the hummingbirds got hold of it, and it's kind of reeling in the energy. It's reeling in the energy. And as it reels in the energy, the light is getting ever brighter around you. It's absolutely beautiful. So what would I say here? There's a sense of, yes, letting go. But I suspect you've actually let go of a lot. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this cosmic hummingbird sitting, holding schooled. Schooled? This card talks about layers of briars that we create with our life path as we go through life, as we search our shadows, as we experience discomforts that come towards us. This is the path clear now. And it talks at the bottom of this card about walking with Scald. So if you go on the Liffruma.com website, if you don't have a deck, Waselo Magidiont. If you go on the Liffruma deck and go to the runes on the top, then it opens every single card and you can click on the card and it will show you the card enlarged. It will show you its origins. It will tell you various different things that fit with the energy of the card. 13 different phrases that help to get behind things. So you have Hell, which is 76, 13. You have Yana, 59, 14. and then you have 5. So you've actually got 1355, which is a 13-10-1. There's a massive divine completion, a new beginning taking place, like a fresh page in a book. It's so warm. I've been editing a video for the 9/9 portal all day yesterday. Okay, is Shelly just Shelly? She's not under a name because I have to go. I think I'm doing I Owe You This, House of Spirit, then Shelly. Let's see how many we can get in. So that's Mariana. Let's just put that there. And then Natalie. Oh, it's a lovely cool breeze coming in. I need that breeze. So let me get you some ceramics, a little ceramic story, and then we'll get musical alchemy on there. Oh, it's Shelly. So I've got you a little pile here of ceramics. Oh, look, this is interesting. This is Condal. This is the big music of the spheres. So there's something on your natal chart that's aligning. And firstly, I want to say, have a look and see if you have anything that's either at 0 degrees in your natal, because that's being activated right now, or whether you have something that has 44 minutes. It could be 3 degrees, 44 minutes. But there's something, and there's something of the cosmic sounds, the music of the outer spheres that are playing a big effect on you now. Oh, looky, look! You've got Candle and Condal. This is like having a phoenix moment, a water phoenix moment. This is 42 and 44. So this bigger macro Condal, the giant cosmic candle, is lining down, Wassail Irish girl, to ignite a new candle within you. This is 2 keys to 1 door. Today's reading was all about 2 keys to 1 door. I feel like you already have your 2 keys. It's like you're literally just reading in this new, wondrous, magical, very lit. I mean, look, returning the light. Condal and candle. The universe, the outer planets are reigniting you. And then you've got 45, Divine 9. This is new. New. This is color saturated magic. It's like so I'm seeing all of your cells with this energy as this light bursts within them. I'm seeing all of your cells kind of open like a water meadow of beautiful flowers. You don't feel reignited. It's someone's personal reading, so it might not be your energy. And then we have this energy of Is. Is is the salt rhyme. This is where Orthumbla, the holy cow, licks the salt rhyme to release newness. And you have this newer frequency. There's some kind of new energy coming in. There is a sense here of a slight fear of going into this energy. But you need to embrace it. You really, really do need to embrace it. It's really wanting to come in for you. So let's go to this deck and see what we get from the Musical Alchemy deck to end your mini reading. the cards were trying then to fan out without falling. So there's something in that about you needing to expand your divine conscious awareness in the world around you. Spread your energy out. See your energy as a vast giant. So you have South Node. So South Node is where the solar eclipse is taking place on the 2nd of October. This is your personal grimoire. So fascinating. Conjunction Pluto. So here, I am gifted. You have to believe in your gifts. Sorry, I am going to pay attention to what you're saying, but I must finish this reading. This is the psychic cartographer mapping the journey forwards. There's something in this frequency where as you reach out into this frequency to feel this energy that's coming through to you and becoming in conjunction with this vast divine frequency, you have to acknowledge that the natural world, underneath the surface of the cells in the natural world, are all the glittering wonders that you desire. They're waiting for you to trowel and bring them up. So I am gifted. I am mutual, as in you come into your own energy. You've tied your yana frequency into your future. So you're now being able to be empowered by new themes and being invigorated by the experiences of change. But I still say there's a slight energy of trepidation. And then here, I am returned, no longer buried, returned, powerful, aligned. Pluto, this alignment will grow now as Pluto prepares himself to enter Aquarius and kind of scatter more gifts. When Pluto's in Capricorn, it's about withholding. And this really is about a new frequency where there's almost like a jewel shower coming on, a jeweled, beautiful, sparkling, wonderful hell energies. Oh, you see, look, that's the thing. So when Pluto was in Capricorn, which is cardinal Earth, there was a sense that everything that's underground is kind of considered to be, it's called hell, the journey underneath. But hell is named after Hel. And she holds the light that is waiting to be returned. So there's a real transformation in how it's almost like you become the magnet to pull the energies from within the physical world, within your physical cells. That's what's coming forwards for you. So that's your reading. I'm going to ask Eve who's next. I believe that it's Mariana, House of Spirit. So, House of Spirit, House of... It's a pleasure. It truly is a pleasure. I've been so excited to do these, but it's quite difficult because when I move around so much, there's not always a decent connection. And so I'm able to do it today. I hope it's clear. I can't see what the signal strength is like. So Mariana, yours is coming at 34. 34. Oh, 34. Let's have that as a magic number. It's a 7-7. There's a hidden Philosopher's Stone in that, as well as the journey home, I want to say. Hamfereld. So here we go for Mariana. Liffruma. Let's have some opening cards. Timestamp 2040 for I Owe You This, and for House of Spirit 3434. Ish. Because the beginning of Alive, they're a bit vague as to when they've actually started. There you go. 3434. Hemfereld. This is the final card in the Liffruma deck. And it got caught in my hand. But the... Oh! You're on the last leg of some beautiful journey to your birthright. We've got Idel. This is an incredible... I want this. So this is about an alignment of all of the physics of the entire known cosmos, but also there's something here behind the veil. There's something here about like a galactic inheritance coming in that activates a physical inheritance. Your original birthright. It's like there's a transformation of coding within. Move past all that falsely defines you and find the full truth of thyself. There's something, I need to go here. Here and here. I want to know what's come to bring this forwards. Oh, Irish Gold, please, I will try and get to you, but I don't want people to donate unless I've done the reading, because it could become that I'm here for about 9 hours. So Eve will put you on the list. So let's get some, I'm going to open the space between those two cards and see what's in between. Okay, so Heartaker, and then Condor. Condor's big at the moment because of this big generational planetary stuff going around at the moment. I feel like you've had... Heartaker is a really interesting rune card. It's one of the only ones where it talks... It has almost no positive transformation, because when we're dealing with pain, emotional upset, it's okay, don't worry, Irish girl, we'll try and fit everything in. So this frequency is about repeating pain, being trapped in pain driving itself really deep inside so that it's very difficult to see past it, and you kind of screaming and crying, but somehow you've found a way to clear it. And I think something happened around the 8th of August. Whether you'd cleared it before then, but around the 8th of August, there is a sense that a new message came in. This is the flaming phoenix. This is the phoenix that almost burns out the pain within the heart, finally cleanses out all of that energy. And I want you to know that this pain that was there, that you've cleared, that you've kind of aether blasted away, it wasn't your story. It was an ancestor story. It was a frequency that you experienced because an ancestor experienced it, and they lived in a time when it wasn't possible to move past this frequency. And yet somehow you've done it, and you're moving into this galactic legacy, because when you clear the ancestral frequencies, then you begin to get this new notion of receiving the frequencies, the remembrances, the Akashic downloads of your true, authentic frequencies, lives you've led in the future, in the past, in timeless places. So this is what's coming in. Yeah, you can sign up. I don't know how many I'll get done today, but we'll keep a list and then I'll come up on another day. Oh, wow. Okay, but I think that relapse was the clearance, because this is burnishing. This is what I'm feeling. It's this burnishing of the energy. And look, there's like a surfer riding, like becoming, instead of being drowned in the energy of the emotion, getting on top of it and beginning to sail that emotion. And this talks all about going deep inside all the cells, cleansing all the cells. It's interesting, I've just turned the deck over. I was half talking about other things with people. I will try and do readings from the list, and then maybe I'll just put up a video with those readings on, or I'll do another day. I might do one tomorrow. So you've got Apple Bearer as well here, like bearing the fruits of your galactic inheritance. So let's go to the ceramics and see what the ceramics add to this story. I'm going to go on to this. I'm going to put them on first of all on that painful burnishing space. Well, Renee Wassail, Eve's making a list. I won't be able to do all of them today. I'll work out a solution. Maybe I'll do some private videos and put them up with a list of whose readings are in there. We'll come up with a way. We'll come up with a way. I have to get it all done before I move though, because I don't know whether I'll have any Wi-Fi where I'm heading. Oh, look. It's the same rune. This was a really traumatic energy that you've cleared. Ancestral energy that you've cleared. Oh, dark shadows, but you found the nutrients. You found the nutrients. And 34 is calc. So this is a really interesting frequency. Here you have two Ganunga gaps, two voids. It's like this was the ancestral journey that you went on to clear the ancestral coding. This second one, the one you're moving to, is your galactic void. The energy of things that are coming into your life now that are your authentic truths. Remembrances. I'm going to ask the next deck about those remembrances. So this is Elks, and this is saying that while you've been on this painful, difficult journey, you've had protection. You've had your ancestors protecting you. It's interesting because I'm seeing this now as they're here to protect you now. So this frequency is hidden within this rune. So there's there's an ancestral phoenix that has to be something to do with you. That has to be you. Oh my goodness. Golden path. So your galactic phoenix, you in another life, you that could you could bring things down. You've had the power to burnish, to bring things down, to deconstruct. I want to say like entire civilizations, worlds, and then to rebuild them with a new passion that creates golden path places, golden path frequencies. It could be part of an energy that you're still you're about to start working with now. It's a really big kind of, galactic architect energy. There's something here, a fire school, Aether learning. Let me go to the other deck. Let's see what we get. Because you're moving towards this galactic magic. I just needed to get inside that story of the ancestral heartache that you've been going through. Oh, you see, look, you are the galactic shaman. Oh my God, and it wants me to turn that card on the bottom. You are the alchemist. Amazing frequency. So Kwawa is the Kits in California, their creator god, sacred shamanic currency. You are about to cash in to your shamanic currency, creator Aether. The energy to blow, to build, to sing things into existence. So when we talk about shaman in earthbound frequencies, they move in and out of the energy of the Yggdrasil tree. They go along branches, they see things in different times. So here, House of Spirit, I'm seeing you doing this, but on an interdimensional level. You're going to start popping through, seeing, feeling, understanding dream realities, but somehow each one of those remembrances is something you created, that you alchemized. You're going to be shown like a portfolio of civilizations that you've had an influence over. That's coming through. The reading tomorrow, there's a bit when I'm up on a hill and it talks about these strands coming together. Strands, there we go. Strings, living light paths, theories of strings and strands, fragile, frayed threads, warp and weft, all left empty, through knowing love is all. There's some kind of, you're being given a new old portfolio. You're being given access to a galactic portfolio of things you've done. That's really what's coming through here. So that's your reading, House of Spirit, Mariana. So Eve, is Shelly next? Is that what I'm getting? Shelly reigns. I'm so sorry that I'm not keeping up with all the comments. But look, Eve's here, and Eve is fabulous. Yes, look, that is really true. So look, Mariana, there's an energy that's been coming through for a while, which is called guide rinsing. Your guides are some of the best friends that you've experienced. Some of these journeys that you're going to see, you did this energy with them. But while they can give you guidance, what they want is for you to remember you. They don't want to hold your hand. They want to see you shine like you always have. They know you as this galactic shaman. And there is trepidation. I get that kind of energy where we're worried. They don't go away. They stay there cheering you on. But it's just a different energy. Without guides, guide rinsed. No more spiritual nannying. Know that you have this divine ability within you. Let me just drink this bit of cold tea, Shelly. I'm seeing a lock. Undoing. Unpicking a lock. Tea leaf. see the energy of the thieving magpie. We call it a thieving magpie. It's going for the jewellery. It's going for the sparkly thing. Why wouldn't we? Anyway, let's begin. Hang on, I need... Oh, look. 5000 for Shelly. 5000. So, Shelly, we're going with musical alchemy first for you. But not quite those. Sorry, that was not... I wasn't in your energy. So I'm hearing corridors of giggles. So I have five, but it's interesting the way they've fallen. There's a hidden energy. Beginning with Taurus. There's something about this corridors of pleasures. This idea of chilling down, cooling the energy, but cooling it through a kind of a comical soothing is the frequency that I'm getting. Like building a palace or a corridor. I can see them. I can't remember the name. Cloister. I'm seeing a cloister. There's something here to do with I'm laughing, but the energy is being told off for laughing. And yet that's your purpose, is to create corridors of laughter somehow. So, whilst out around, and you've got pulverized with this. I feel like there's an energy of suppressed speaking, Shelly. There's an energy, something you did once, where I'm almost shh. Everyone's shushing you, and you're not accepting that. And so you go really, really quiet. You wait for that energy of stillness to descend, and then you hit a gong. You're like, I'm not having this. I will make as much noise as I desire to make. Because you're almost trying to shatter rules, unnecessary rules. That's the frequency that I'm getting from those. Then over here we have two cards. So we have Hygeia, which is holistic gut love, and amalgamation, being drawn together. There's a card in the middle face down that I don't want to look at yet, that's coming in a moment. So this is the lower heart and the higher heart. I think there's an energy, Shelly. Sorry, you might be talking and I'm not paying any attention. It's got something to do with time signatures, changing time, changing flow, breaking of rules. This really feels like it's not an energy of like a past life. This is an energy of like, these feel like light worker energies or starseed energies where somehow your thing is to come in and change time, Shelly, but you do it with this kind of, like the gong is a ripple of laughter that goes in. There's something here about gut bacteria, the activation of gut bacteria. yeah, cradled, linear, comfort. That was the phrase I was looking for. Almost like you're trying to, so there's a lot of the energy around what is consumed is becoming quite important. It feels like you're experiencing a very close, being pulled, drawn in ever more towards your biome mapping somehow. But it's like that's a skill that you have. I don't know. It's really interesting. Biome mapping. So let me just go to the backs of these cards. I am light, as in not weighted. I am repaired, the light repairer. You repair the light in the darkness. That meaning you repair biome. And then, yeah, it is the first brain. It's the earth brain. It's the brain, the biome, the biota is the energy here. So you were somebody, Shelly, who came and witnessed the earth in a little bubble a long time ago. I would say I want you to look up the Temple of the Giants in Gozo, Shelly. I did a reading there, but there's something that's connecting to you and this Temple of the Giants. There were some beings that came from another place, another space. And when they came, they thought they were safe within a bubble. And somehow the gut bacteria, the biome, got inside the bubble and they took this energy back to their own dimensional world, and it brought time to their world. They lived outside of time. The biome wired them into time. It's like you're trying to learn how to, I want to say live out of time, but it's not that. It's to live symbiotically without your biome dictating time. So there's a lot to do with time, Shelly, in yours. And then this one, so fire is the one that was sitting face down. Look, again, I am sensing, because this is all to do with excitable, impulsive, spontaneous, burning desires. I feel like that's your authenticity. And I feel like that's been something that you've been told to suppress. You need to have that back. So Sagittarius, Aries and Leo will give you clues in your natal chart to that. I am dazzling. Also connection to Archangel Michael. Purification processed by the renal glands. So you might want to look at cobalt. Let's get some ceramic. You've got the golden path. You've got treadle as well. You are meant to be walking a golden timeless path. I feel like yours is about taking control of your noise. Shelly, taking control of your noise. Here we have Brom. This is something that's taking place in a cosmic dimension that's open now, that is somehow quantumly entangled to here, but it's another version of you up there that's trying to sweep out the presence of time. It's a realm that was timeless, became a timed realm, and that's what's playing in the back of your mind. It's almost like, so there are moments when you would say, there's not enough time to do everything. There's also this energy where you feel like time just won't let go of anything. So time is a really important frequency for you. And an aether, it's like the fire, but it's a cooling flame. So I want you to connect, Shelly, with things that make you frustrated, or things that make you hot-tempered. And I want you to imagine that you have this wonderful aether sword that's this cooling flame, and you need to cut the roots of those energies, cut the cords on those energies. Now, usually I don't say about cords because I think it's important that you unhook them. But this is actually about cutting a hook. It's almost like this parallel version of you is so quantumly entangled to you that they're bringing that energy to you when it's not yours to own here. You're really quite happy with time here, but this other version of you that you're sensing, there, you see, amalgamation, unamalgamate. Because their truth is interfering with your truth here somehow. So let's get some... Wow, this is, look, it's gorgeous. This is the journey to your authentic spiritual legacy. We've just had this card, but this is your journey there. This is guaranteed. You need to cut the cord of time. Look up the Temple of Giants, because that's when I think it happened. I think that version of you popped in 6,000 years ago. I don't know. We've got a 5-5 energy here at Burston, but also to materialize, to break free from, there's a tick-tocking clock. And that needs to be removed. You see, I'm picking up the energy of the timeline, the 0-degree meridian, but the timeline can be adjusted, it can be pushed or pulled, and there's something about that needing to happen. It's like you're, this person that you need to cut the ties with, they're interfering with your time. And so there's something here, I don't know where you live, but you need to bring the 0-degree timeline to you and set the timeline as being in you where you are, wherever you are. That's the energy. To have a greater control of time in your life, because somehow this other version of you that came through at the Temple of Giants triggered like a catch in time, your biome holding you steady, and you need to draw yourself towards your biome and not this quantum entangled embodiment. They're trying to clear time, but they can't clear that time somehow until you zero your own internal biome timeline. A couple more runes for Shelly, for Shelly. Look, this is interesting. So Sunsteder is to align your life force. That's what you're struggling with, because this quantum entangled person's pulling one end, cut the cord with the cooling sword, and align to your time, and then you get your Ophalagu. So, sorry, I was looking down then because I feel like I saw a 3-6, but that couldn't be possible. So this is 6-3. An Ophilogu is an energetic cape. But I feel like you, the gods, source you as a divine aspect, because this isn't feeling like something waiting to be gifted to you. This feels like you already have this energy, but it's almost like, you know, when you see those jokes where there's people asleep together and someone's a quilt hog or a blanket hog. That's what this feels like. There's another version of you that's trying to do things in this other timeline from the Temple of the Giants, and they're hogging your Ophilogu. They're pulling too much of the blanket. It's your blanket here. So claim your side of the bed. Claim the whole bed. Kick that person out of bed. You need to be in your own energetic balance. And that's what's aligning here. That's your birthright. So that's your beautiful reading, Shelly. I hope that makes sense to you. I need to put these back in the deck and then find out who's next. Who's next? Who's next? Mama Enzyme, Natalie. Oh yeah, I've got Natalie on my list. And then who comes after Natalie? Jessica. Let's just see if I can get all of these done. Jessica, Irish girl. Oh, it's gone. Wasel, la 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 Clayton. Larissa. Who was after Larissa? Renee's clips. And then Abra Kasamba. Okay, so Swanacunela is coming through to me. So, Natalie, 6-7. 6-7. I wish they wouldn't do this. 6-7-5-0. So that's like 1 hour, 7 minutes or something. Because it changes the format when you put it, when it's uploaded. It's just a bit strange. So, Natalie, Swanacunela, Finland, lakes. Dark woodwind is another energy I'm getting. Big, stately chords moving very slowly. And then this cor anglais tune rising up out of everything. So, I feel like that's a rune opening because Scandiland is where I'm tuning to here with you. Oh, interesting. That one's just come out. It's night. Big, dark chords. What's interesting is the end of this poem is evoke the resolve from the lands of the midnight sun. Light will return and dissolve the darkness. So this is about an inner troll, but there's, I always find with this card with this pink energy that it can come across as something deeply soft and deeply beautiful. There's something of a love of the pathos of melancholy here. I probably did say Scandinavian. So sorry, I'm just tuning into, because night is the symbol, the runic symbol of life force, but with kind of blockages on it. There's something here in the energy of not wanting to push forwards, not wanting to be pressed, but to glide. Because the Swanatunator, which is clearly this energy, you need to hear it's by Sibelius. Yeah, it will be available. It will be available. It'll take a while after I stop, but it will come forward. This Swanatunator, Natalie, glides and sings a song of enormous beauty. And that's what I'm getting. There's something about, it's weird to say this, there's an enormous beauty to the pathos of melancholy that you've experienced. It's been a deeply pleasant frequency. So they're on the floor. When cards are on the floor, oh, it's one. It's something that is a given, that's a done deal. It's Yor. So Yor is the world serpent that wraps itself entirely around the earth. So I'm seeing, Natalie, you're holding back the emotions, all the emotions. You have so many. Look, Natalie, you got a songbook, books, plural. You have enormous wealth of misunderstood emotions so powerful that you're keeping them. You've learnt to hold them all in, and it's time for this song, the song of Natalie, to come out. It's very, very beautiful. 3828 might have a relevance for you. So 1110. See, there was a really interesting energy as well. Not rushing anything. Taking your time. There's no hurry here. There's a pathos. I've only got 2 cards. That's relevant. I've only got 2 cards because everything is so more layered for you, Natalie. There's almost now like an energy of not being held in. So please, can we go past? What's past? What happens when the emotions sing? When the swan opens? I see the mute swan is now singing. Right, I'm getting nothing from that deck for the moment. So it's set the tone. I'm going to go to the Musical Alchemy of Astrology deck. See that immediately. So, Jupiter. This is a huge cleansing. This beautiful symphonic lake of emotions has to open now. So we have two more cards. 81, divine. This is like this. This is this very similar energy. It's a frequency where it's time to skip this track. It's a frequency of something that feels deeply melancholic, but actually it's so much more beautiful and soft. You see, I'm seeing the water meadow being watered, blooming, blossoming, because here we have Make. So Make is the well-tempered warrior. This is the timbre of the natural world, and the visions that I'm seeing for your reading is, I want to say, like moonlight scattering across the lake. And it needs to be sunlight scattering across the lake somehow. So this. Is the G of Jupiter. This is your energy wings. This is, oh, that's so beautiful. It's like your energy wings. So Jupiter energy comes in, it goes down our body and it rotates around us like angel wings. It's like yours are pure water lakes. You're some kind of like an undine with wings, or a flying fish, or the swan of Daniela. So, right, so you're this lake, these wings, they're here to create a great cleansing for the natural world. So this F of the lower heart is coming across really strong. You need to open your emotional song into the world. I don't mean to people, but to the natural world, to rocks. You have some kind of in some of the lifetimes that we read, we have to go to kind of study single dimensional realities or elemental realities. So there's a really strong connection to the earth, to the natural world, to having been the kind of frequencies of spirits that live in trees and things like that. But the life you remember stronger is a water life. And you need to, somehow when you've done this earth life, you didn't want to let go of this water life. So water and earth is really important. But there's something about lakes. But also I'm seeing the image of like a lake overflowing into a waterfall, into a healing frequency here. So let's get, hang on. disassociated emotions. It's like you understand the song of emotions so perfectly that you feel that the emotions are not being fully expressed in the physical world. They will be. They are coming. That's part of the new energetic reset that's taking place. And it's the right wrong pathway. You've been meant to hold this up. And now it's raining. It started raining now because that's the cleansing that you need to give to the world, the roots of ancestors, trees, plants. I think I see an image of you watering gardens. So let's get some ceramics. Yeah, look, Etburston, that's that 5-5 energy that was in the last reading. The frequency to burst out, but it's also the frequency, I want to say, to sort of open the earth, to plough into the earth, to sort of aerate the earth so that you can, it's like you need to pour emotions into the earth because you can't hold them all within you. And the natural world can understand. It can take these energies. It can take the language of the emotions. Make, that's interesting. So this is the god of the Rapa Nui, Easter Island. The giant heads, that's almost what this is like. 2 giant heads. A kind of static frequency. So the Rapa Nui have a ceremony where they dive into the water, swim across to another island, physical, they pick up an egg from the bird island and then they bring it back. The first warrior to get back up the cliff without breaking the egg becomes I want to say sentinel, but that isn't really what I mean, but they become the channel for cosmic information for the tribe, the people. So there's something there of that frequency. You are meant to be channeling amazing emotional understandings, but first let them go into the natural world. Because people will understand eventually. This is 25. Oak, the trees will support you as you release these emotions. They will absorb it. They will explore and alchemize it with you. It's a really wonderful frequency, and it's this is your powerful freedom to just sing, speak, feel, pour all these emotions, and then you will be free to be your true expression. I'm going to actually cut this deck because it wouldn't let me have one before. Apple bearer. To bear the fruits. This is 13 frequency. This is how you bear your fruits. This is how you bear your emotions. This is how you bear your authenticity. Begin by giving it to the environment. It's beautiful. Really, really beautiful. You see, the bottom of that deck is showing what you will be moving past. Because this is the petulant jinn, the genie, the magic, the energy of a being trapped in the earth, because you didn't want to come and do that journey. You liked the water realm so much that being here almost makes you boil with sort of discomfort. Just be the undine. Be the mer creature. Just let all of that Go into the natural world. That's what you're getting. And it will change. Everything will change. You will be untamable and free. So that's your reading, Natalie. I need some water. That feels like both Gifu and Explore on the bottom of that. So we're coming next to Jessica. 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 Oh. Tra la 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 la, Jessica. So 8630. We'll work out what that is. I think it's an hour and 26 minutes. So Jessica, Jessica, Jessica. I don't know why you're getting so much of your name being sung at you. See, look, there's that 36 that wasn't in the reading earlier. Moon in Sagittarius, a new beginning. I want to say I'm feeling dragon. Oh, there he is. Poimanda, I'm feeling divine dragon frequency, Jessica. Putting it back in. But I'm feeling it. So let's begin with the musical Alchemy of Astrology deck. Yeah, I know. I get really excited by dragon energy. I used to live in a pub that was called the Green Dragon. I forgot that for a long time. It was my address. And it was 85 Church Street. And 85 is a 13. It's also the mirror of 58, Liffruma. Interesting. That was my address. I have a green dragon. I got a pink one as well. Dark, like the Poimanda card. And I saw a white one in a hillside of chalk the other day. Right, so you've got here, you've got something that you can't see. That hasn't quite come into your eyes yet. So air, this is a realm. This is kind of, you know, elven, fairies, sylphs. But you don't see them yet. That's interesting. And then you got Sappho. Sappho. Because there's two P's. It's not Sappho. It's Sappho. So, what am I getting here? Throat. I'm getting this melody. And that melody, I want to say is wrong. It's like a melody of your mind working and speaking but this, it starts on the and it really needs to be it's like the wind needs to go through the trees, the wind needs to push through things. Let's see what else comes. We've got arsenic, house 6. You might want to look at house 6 in your chart. I'm also going to say to you, look at things that are at 26 degrees in your natal chart. Because there's something here where every time the moon goes over this 26 degrees area, in every house sign, it could be in all of them or just one of them, but there's something relevant about when the moon is in particular. It might be in house 6 at 26 degrees, but this almost causes, you see, I want to say like a blackout, but what I mean is like a wobble or a pull, an energy that slightly feels like zoop, like a little electric shock that comes in, and it's so interesting because it's some kind of breath of life, but it almost comes in so quickly, so rapidly, like there's a little tiny wound, and this energy comes in and it makes you jump, and it's got something to do with 26 degrees in one of your houses, zodiac signs. But weirdly, every time it happens, it's showing you a truth, and that truth is this F, this note. So there's I almost feel like I want to say you're so incredibly connected cosmically and esoterically that every time that wires, your consciousness wires itself into your lower heart frequency down on the F of Saturn, it could have something to do with the placement of Saturn and Uranus, Gaia. So have a look for those. I would also look for Sappho because it's got something to do with Sappho. So Sappho, Saturn and Uranus. And every time the moon goes by those, it's every time it goes past either your natal Sappho positioning or where Sappho is now, you get this, there's this jolt. But this jolt is actually almost, it's almost like when I showed you this just now and there was just this little poke, it's almost like this enormous frequency of the esoteric comes through, and it's so big, it needs wiring in through your heart, but it's making you jump. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So I want to say it's a little bit like the reverse of what they would tell you to do in a thunderstorm. In a thunderstorm, they would say to you, don't go anywhere near water or don't sit under trees. But this really is, water will assist in earthing you. So you need a bathing ritual. If you can align and find what this moment is, so that you can bring this F, this F, Jessica, needs to come in. It needs to be tuned into you. A mud bath. I love a mud bath. I had one in Ecuador, but it was amazing. it was all this mud on the equator that they steeped in Palo Santo oil. And then you went to wash it off after it had dried all over you. You had to go and wash the mud off in sulfurous water. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, so going back, this bar thing is important. I mean, it could be, you know, cover yourself in some mud, let it dry and then get in the bath and soak it away. But it just feels like the water is the important connection. It's almost like when this energy is bursting in, it's so big that it needs the water to be the chalice in which it can nestle safely without giving you a shock. So let's get some runes on this. So this is 18 Björk. You see, now I'm seeing the root system on a tree, and every time this energy lights up, a little nodule on the roots is almost springing to life and trying to grow in a different place from you, outside of you, not from within you. That's interesting. That's never come across like that before. 26. It's your own personal Yggdrasil tree, the ash tree. There is at the moment with this energy where there's something of there's a disruption that this is creating. So by going into the bath, you stop that disruption. It's almost the energy of the Norns waking every day and washing the roots of the Yggdrasil tree. I mean, it could be that you're someone who showers more often. It could be that you just need to bathe more often. Just because there's a different frequency in wearing water to just being washed in it. It could be that you could do with swimming, or you could do with just standing in the sea. You see, the water, the rain is now getting heavier as I talk about this frequency. Brom. It's again, there's something here about how the emotions sweep through you. And they're not meant to sweep through you. They're meant to be contained, sitting in that frequency and allowing them to come in and be really strong. Here we've got vein. So this is the weathercock. This is the energy where every time you have one of these moments, this is changing direction. And it's almost like it's tuning you to others rather than your truth, to your emotional landscape, not the landscape of others. I'm not sure how that goes back though to the fairies and the sylphs and the elves within the trees. I mean, there's an energy of bloodlines. So here, oh look, we've got night. There's something here where you need to, there is a sense, Jessica, where you need to just be a little bit more, a little less liberal with your love. It sounds weird, but it feels a little bit like you're giving you're giving too much away and not saving enough for yourself because of this pulsing, where somehow every time this pulsing energy comes in, it's almost like it throws out a cord of love to another. And then you've got Ophilogu. That's really weird. This is showing me that that's this energy whoosh, arcing out to another, which is interfering with your flow. We're going to get something to explain how you can get your flow. And then needle, the need to mend your personal frequency. So how are we? How are you doing this, Jessica? How are you maintaining hold on your own frequency? So there's always that energy of servitude that comes through, particularly now while we're in kind of Virgo season. Yes, it's an Ophilogu. It's Oferlagu. It's the highest cosmic ocean. So let's get some runes. Ah, interesting. We've got a personal Yggdrasil tree again. Yeah, oh look, yeah. And do you know what? There's something about when you're bathing, look, so you've got this energy, and as soon as you said you were going to bathe after this, the Liffruma card came up. This is like saying that when you're in water, literally enclosed in water, your energy, no one can get to your energy, and you can't give people the energy. You can't be tricked into giving the love to anyone but yourself. That's what the bath means to you. And it is protection. It's the exploration and the alchemization of the pathway forwards. And there's two pathways here. There's this one, and then there's this one. This one is, I always call this the future pantry. It's the astral rivers of the dream realms pouring once more. There's something here that's just, there's a sensitivity to healing others. There's a desire, an overwhelming desire to support others. And this is an exercise in supporting yourself. You've got personal Yggdrasil tree, ash, twice. There's something empowers you. Yeah, you had air at the beginning, the thoughts. But there's something about being in water that empowers you. Why? We've got the emotional cosmic mirror. We've got the I think you're transforming from air to water. Let's see if we get any more information. The rain's getting heavier and heavier, Jessica. Oh, look, Jessica's got the same birthday as you, Eve. look, it's Scorpio, and that's the key. Fixed water. Water will fix you somehow, but not water running over you, literally being engulfed, lounging, lying, floating in water. The basin of the water's molecular structure is what supports you for this transformation. I think there's some part where you're tuning in to a new elemental frequency. You've got mutable earth, and the air blows through the mutable earth. But you're you know, this rain that's coming in now, that's on my hand. That's where you're going. That's where you will find your empowerment. In the Ace of Cups. It's gorgeous. So, that's your reading. So let's pop all these cards back and see who's next. I think it's Irish Girl. Oh, that one needs to go now. Right, so a crow has just cackled. Is there a thought or a remembrance that Irish Girl needs to know? I'm excited by all of them because I've got no idea what your messages will be. So let's just see. 10707. 10707. So that's really 107, isn't it? That's nearly 2 hours. Right, we're starting here. What can I see in my head? I can see I can see something hidden beneath grass. Let's see. Okay, it's energy. Energy beneath grass. You've got treadle. Treadle is the golden path. Treadle is aligning with energy. So, I think you are supposed to be connecting with dragon lines, song lines, ancient paths, forgotten mysteries beneath the earth, energetically. So I'm seeing, so as you're walking along, there's another version of you mirrored beneath the ground. What's the word? Knothic? It's a C-N-O-T-H kind of word. Like the surface of the world is a mirror and you're walking along it, but underneath there's another version of you walking along it. And when that joins up, it draws lines, songs. Our feet talk of where we have walked, but it's where you've yet to walk. Oh, it's a magpie. It's just skipping down the window, skipping down the door. I need to just see it fly off. Sorry, I am with you, but birds do distract me, especially magpies. They're one of my favourite birds. They're very, very, for me, fortuitous. So this is now. Onwardness. This is... I want to say like an exploration of rock pooling to begin with. It's almost like there's something really important about salt. Salt of the earth. Salt as in the level of salt within our body being equal to that of the ocean. There's something about something... I want to say alder tree, A-L-D-E-R. Now, there's some kind of connection you have to alders growing in marshland or bogland. The alder is a fascinating tree. It loves water. But also, it's been used as posts to create bridges and piers, because when alder is in water it doesn't rot like most would. It only rots when you take it back out. So there's some kind of powerful connection here to alder trees. Oh, that's really interesting that you should say that. There's a... Yeah, you're naming saltwater. I see that come up a lot. But actually, I think yours is more the biblical pathway. So if you can, get a new bowl and take that bowl and fill it with salt. You see, there's some part of you where I almost see you making your own salt. So taking salt water and getting all of the water to condense off so the salt's there. But that's not the important part. The important part is the connection to salt. That's the frequency. And that will bring you into an energy of the now. But so this salt... is an energetic cleanser in your hands. So it's almost like, look, it's like you carry a bag of salt and everywhere you run into something energetically problematic on your journeys as you're walking, as you're stepping, it's almost like you take out some salt and you just scatter some salt down, and you know that that will change the energy from something toxic to something deeply positive. And it will also, the salt is marking your movement across a map. That's what I'm seeing here. Interesting. So let's just let's just shuffle again, shuffle again. Shuffle. Tear. Tear is to do with wisdom, is beauty, and compassion, is ageless. It's a spiritual warrior, but I often, when I see Tear this way, it's working on ancestry of the land. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what you're connected to. And this is ancestral. This is, when it's this way up, it's the spiritual warrior working on ancestral lineage. When it comes this way up, it's when we've dealt with all the ancestral lineage and we're then moving through our galactic lineage. Yes, and tears are salt water. And there is a card called the Golden Tears of Acacia, which is all about the sap on trees. It's just, the reason I bring that up is because you've also got Eo, which is the yew tree, the 13th rune. But when I first saw this, I was thinking there's somewhere in the northeast of Ireland, Northern Ireland, I didn't say that, in the northeast of Ireland, there was an ancient yew forest. There's something there under the ground for you. I don't know the name. So then you have, oh, interesting. So you got Mona. So this is the energy of the moon. And in Norse and Anglo-Saxon mythology, the moon was a male. That's why you have the man in the moon. It's only in other cultures and in modern spirituality that we think of the moon only as female. It's both. We need to recognize the fluidity in all. You know, Venus can have a masculine side, Jupiter can have a feminine side. We have to find that. Sorry, I'm just going to show you these. I'm still looking down. There's something going on between recognizing the sacral, but it's saying recognizing the sacred. There's something sacred. I think you're going to go somewhere and you're going to find something sacred to you slightly just below the surface of the earth. It could be you sit down somewhere, as you go to get up, your foot scrapes across the ground and reveals a stone, a pebble, but there's something, like yesterday when I was out walking, I discovered my first conker of this year, and it was literally just on the ground going, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. This thing you're going to run into is calling to you. It's not now, but when you get close to it, it literally will go, look at me, 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 look at me. And you will be drawn to it. So, Yana, this thing you're going to find is tied. Oh, that's really interesting. Look, it's almost creating the Yana symbol with this as the dot in the middle. That's fascinating. Like a huge projection of ancestral empowerment in an object just under your feet that you almost tread along to. I need some ceramics. I'm fascinated by that. It's a journey home. It's a journey home. I think they did. And also, very early, man used to build bridges and piers with them. I think the Romans always used the wood of the alder. So this is a restoration. This is health. But it's feeling like this is something that's restoring a gift, an ancestral gift. You see, yes, but I get the feeling that will be beautiful, but I think when you go somehow at some point, it doesn't have to be now, I think you need to go there. You've got candle. So the gift will reignite something within. This talks about plumping up the sacral, the sacred within you. And there's something about a shell. You see, at the very beginning, I was seeing an image of like a sunken sweat lodge. and the stones being the outer shell. But this is about almost your energetic. With this gift, it somehow brings a stabilizing shield, is what I want to say, around you. So we have Stenkness. Stenkness is Nithogir. It's the physical world dragon. It's a black and blue and shiny dragon. There's something about this possession. You see, when you said you were getting a hagstone, I was thinking about hag knots, which are tangles in a horse's mane and tail. And if you don't brush them, then they can be mounted by unkind frequencies, and they can bring nightmares to others. I don't know why that's coming through, but we've got this energy of Gutton. Gutton is to march mellifluously up a mountain and conquer yourself. There's something about Nithogir being part of this conquering frequency. It's almost like there's a real sense here, it's more than one stone, like you're building the pieces to a stone dragon, an earth dragon, a physical dragon. And it begins like two things. It begins with a stone found at the sea. And you just said you've ordered a hagstone from the coast there, but there's something here about you're building an earth rock dragon, and then when you have all the stones to make that dragon, salt magic, you're almost going to bury these stones in salt, and then you're going to put some water on, and they're going to sit in this salty water, and then that will make this dragon frequency become part of you. And then I don't know what you need to do with the stones. It could be that you release them, you bury them, you put them in places, you carry them with you, and at opportune moments you replace them. But that's this frequency that's coming in here. Yeah, there's a lot of dragon energy coming out at the moment, it must be said. Oh, I haven't got any musical alchemy cards yet. You're not late. So, energy you can't see is the birthing of this dragon. Again, look, there's water in this. There's sacral energy again. You've got two sacral frequencies. I know, I do it deliberately, but they're 13, 13. 49 is a 13. Okay, so you need 13 stones to make this dragon. Ooh, my stomach's rumbling. So here we have Mother of all, Mother of Dragons. This is the Hawaiian goddess of creation. Opens the inner passageways for the soul's emergence. That's the song. The song of your soul is in the rock dragon that you're creating, that you're aligning with. Embrace the dragon. You'll know its name. Interesting, another energy that's come out that's not fully there. 18, Mars. This is the divine, I want to say like that calling, the inner rhythm calling to you. It's your inner dragon birthing. And then we have one that fell out, look. What's fascinating here is, look, between these two cards, two songbirds. It feels like at the moment, this is the card, the retrograde is the period where you're collecting, the collector grade. And then this is when it all aligns, when this dragon is birthed. So, yeah, this is something that converts your frequency. It's like it will change your position. Everything, it's like it will shift the sun and it will allow you to see everything lit from a different angle. Go find the 13 stones to make your dragon. And it's a pulse bar. I want to know, just going to ask one last question, what's coming then? What's the alignment? It's getting very dark in here. I think it's Irish Girl's dragon. What's coming out the Hemfereld? Yeah, so look. There's, first of all, rusted and air. Time for the B-side. It's like, this is almost like the breath of change from your dragon coming out to remove a patterner that's already around you. Turning rust to gold. It's getting really dark. And then, where's this taking you? It's unbelievably beautiful. Look, it will alchemize your destiny. You need this dragon to alchemize your destiny. It's like it becomes, it's an extension of you energetically, ultimately, but it's like having a pet dog. It's going to walk with you everywhere. You need 13 stones. You need to collect 13 stones. Everything is possible here, but you need to embrace your divine dragon. It needs to become part of you. It needs to sleep on your roof. It needs to, you know, watch around. This is the alchemy that you need. You need your dragon's breath. That's what I'm getting. That's your reading. So I'm going to put these cards all back in the deck, these runes in there. It's really got so dark suddenly. It's not night time yet, it's hours away. Yes, Larissa. I'm going to have a little sip of water. And then... oh, hang on. Hang on. They got to go back in the Liffruma deck, Liffruma deck, Liffruma deck. These need to go in the musical alchemy of astrology. Hello, beautiful people. So, let's have a sip of this aqua. It's actually not aqua carpatica, it's just the bottle. But I do love this water the most. It's from the Carpathian Mountains. So, Larissa, 13000. There we go, 13000. Larissa. So, I was getting a religious order there with your name and the tune. What's the message, oh Larissa? What's the message, oh Larissa? What's the message, oh Larissa? Chariclo. So, sorry, I got sidetracked then. Everyone else's messages. Chariclo is a fascinating thing, but she's about the nervous system, and I want to say that the first word I was caught on was a sense of jangling of nerves, being a little stressed, and it being the stressed nature that has nurtured your awakening. So I'm immediately going to say to you, Chariclo is the consort of Chiron. They work very well together. She's a shapeshifter. She can be Centaur when she wants to with Chiron, or she can be a water sprite. So, your magical gifts. Now, she's also used in part of the lore, Lore, of shamanic health. You can call in Chariclo to energize crystals, healing tools. She's a really powerful energy. She's the graceful enforcer of boundaries. And her symbol here, this circle with the line and the sea, is a great symbol to wear or to draw, put in your pocket, because it helps us in spirit shifting. It helps us to maintain new boundaries that we're not used to holding. Her rhythms, the rhythms of Chariclo, are calling to an inner shaman within you. But that requires a soothing of the nervous system. So let's see what else we get. That was really interesting energy. So here, on my hand, we have Aries. This is something new. There's a new beginning, opening for you. You've got pulverize, atomize. And then you've got South Node, personal grimoire. There's a frequency here where I think you don't necessarily trust the gifts you came in with. Sorry, I need to show you this other card because that was a bit mean of me. Look, you need to alchemize the magic of the glow of Chariclo. This is deeply powerful healing of you and then others. Alchemizing, being able to both intu, create an action, a plethora of unbelievable gifts. All life sings with me and through me. I feel like there's a galactic herbalist trying to get out of you. So, I am gifted. I am repaired. This energy is to be repaired, to be in a new boundary, to be healed. But this card is talking about how somehow in the past that's making your nerves jangle. There's this, there's a rock of trauma, and we often bang ourselves with the rock of trauma. And Chariclo will help you to pulverize, so that whole rock is just powder. And when you throw the powder in the air, you walk through and it no longer hurts you because it's been transformed. So Chariclo is really bringing this transformative energy to you. I love Chariclo. Someone just said that they're leaning into Healing Centaur, currently studying Chariclo. She's quite difficult to get information on, but you can intuit information on her. It's almost like she's more willing to speak to us internally than leaving a pathway externally. She's about inner work without boundaries, apparently. Didn't know that. So she's here channeling with us. The lullaby for disquiet. There's something here about healing, soothing sounds, frequencies, tunings, distillations. I want to say there's something here about magic within the hands being the all-encompassing cosmic womb of potential, and then birthing, actioning that alchemized frequency. So, seven two. This is Lecce. It's really interesting. This would be a sense of feeling pain, but it's really coming across here as a kind of Chariclo learnt ability to be like a leech, to pull out the discomforting energies in others. I feel like you're being, even if you don't know it yet, you have some kind of role to play as a healer, but I think Chariclo is where you will go to learn this energy. There's so much. This is Hod, the blind god. Chariclo is going to teach you to trust. Chariclo is going to show you unseen pages in your personal grimoire. There's pages, it's almost like they're stuck together. When you peel them apart with Chariclo, there's all this other wisdom and magic hidden within inside. You see, this did come out this way up. This is Tia. This is galactic. remembrances, galactic remembrances. So, I'm going to take some of the Liffruma Rune cards. Talk to us about this Chariklo galactic shamany kind of energy that's going on here. So, interesting, you got Hengetru. Hengetru is a really interesting energy. It's about wisdom, but it can also be gallows mentality, which is what's been coming over recently. There's something here. I keep seeing this. I keep seeing this energy in your hands of almost touching the energetic edges of somebody and identifying, seeing in your mind their gallows mentality, so their trauma, their thing that doesn't quite allow them to feel soothed. So first you're soothing you, and then you're going to learn through Chariklo how to soothe others, how to open their personal grimoire, like being taught to be the healer teacher. How long's that list? Oh no, I don't want that, I don't want that, I want these. We need more from these. Oh look, see, look. On the bottom of the deck. This is that energy of being able to unblock energetic discomfort in others. It's almost like you hold them in some kind of suspension and then you tune in and pull out. It's not Reiki. I want you to understand that as well. I feel like that's something which you know. 4 more. I'm sure I can do 4 more. And then I'll probably pass out of hunger. This is some kind of healing modality that Chariklo is showing you that's different, new, that you came in with as a gift. So let's see. Yeah, like an energy leech to suck a blockage out. This is this is too much. So you've got this is a galactic download. Not just that in reverse, but also this one's jumped out in reverse. The Lagoon. This is energy coming in from Chariklo, understanding a way to tune in to the innerness of another's frequency. And over here you've got man. There's an energy in this of almost seeing a kind of common crowd energy, and yet there's something within this frequency like an echolocation where you suddenly hone in and you're like, it's that person needs this moment. That's a gift. That's something Chariklo's showing you. How to tune in You see, there's some kind of sense here that when you've learned this, and when you start doing it, there's such a ramping up of energy because you've got these double rune frequencies that have come in, the Lecce and the spiritual galactic download energy. But there's another part where people are visiting you, coming to you to receive this thing, but there's another part of you where almost like in dream, astral, meditative, there's an energy where you will tune into, sounds a bit weird, you will tune into people, you will do what you do without them knowing you're doing it, because there's something about Chariklo is going to teach you coding for collective trauma that needs to be shifted. So it's not like you're honing in on an individual, you're honing into the crowd with this man frequency, the murmuration of starlings, the traumatic frequency that needs to be pulled out of the community. So you're removing dead stories, apparently. So let's just rattle them ceramics again. Yeah, look, this is interesting. This is night. So here, hey, look, it's Jim Andrews. Hello, Jim. This is the Tawadnis, the future. I just need to get them all out because I need to tell you a little story about that. Oh, and the returning light, hello. So this energy here of night, this is linking back to this. It's almost like when you do this tuning in to the collective, you're suddenly holding a collective life force story on hold so that you can remove. Imagine this energy down here, but this was something that was blocked and couldn't be purged. You're going to understand how to purge that and then reconstruct the energy that matches the future. And that returns light. That's ahead. The returning light. Empowerment. Returning stories to humanity that have been blocked. That's the one. Wassail Holly. Oh my God, look, Holly, just need to show you something. Let me just, when I was out on my journey yesterday, I don't know whether you can quite see this, but when I got near the end of my journey, there was this wooden cottage. It's called Holly Cottage. I thought you were going to come out of the door. So I'm just going to pull a last... we talked about that earlier. Golden Tears of Acacia. Drawing out true expression. Old stories that no longer happen. Sticky, tough emotional realizations. Scented smudging ceremony. It's like you smudge generational trauma. You clear, you comfort what aches. That's the energy. That's why this Lecce is not you, it's humanity. It's the aching in humanity that needs unblocking so that there can be a new alchemized flow coming in. That's so beautiful. Wow, Harissa. I hope that's something you want to do. Certainly a gift you have. So, who's next? Renee. Renee's clips, yes? Is that correct? Is it Renee next? Is it Renee next? Ah, yeah, drink my water, I'm gonna. You looked up a glyph for cinnabar. I've got glyph for cinnabar. The thing about the glyphs and things in alchemy, there's often different options. So I had a reason for picking the one I chose. Maybe it'll come out. But it's to do with Venus symbols being added to, and antimony and vitriol, and how it's a continuous cycle that creates a key. Drink your water, people. So I'm just checking I'm on Renee. Yeah. Oh, hang on. There's loads more. Hang on a minute. What have we got going on there? Renee, then, yeah, then Shinatka, and then Jeannie. And is this another Natalie? Okay. So that's 5. I think that will probably be my limit. I will try and do another one maybe tomorrow. Then I have to move on Tuesday and I've got nowhere to go yet. And then I'm back in a week, not to here. I mean, I'm back in this area a week later to look after a cat. And then I've got a beautiful Teresa, who's a subscriber. Her and her daughter have a wonderful chalet that I'm going to stay in for 5 weeks. So that'll be lovely. So, I need to look at a timestamp. So, 1, 5, 3, 10. Renee. So, Renee, what am I seeing there? Seeing like a very dramatic opera being performed in Italy. Kanafa is where we're beginning. Kanafa is boy, blood scented. Nothing is forever. There's an energy here of one last song. I feel like an opera's going to come through. The old ways in which blood songs have been sung is over. Those tunes, those rites of passage to hunt and own, to be blood-scented, has died and drained away. Yet these rituals still drive and pump in the veins of many, yet must be sung once more to end it. You see, because that's really interesting. As I got that opera thing, I got the idea of the curtain coming down. Do Pom 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 pom. Oh, what's with the Italian opera, Renee? I'm hearing Aida, obviously. Right, 717. There's a cast, a supporting cast. That's the energy. So I'm hearing horns. I'm hearing hooves. I'm hearing a hunt. What's the hunt? Right, let me get to the musical Alchemy of Astrology deck, because that's really... I feel like this energy of the hunt is something that is in the ancestral frequency of the land around you. I've got no idea. I've only just opened GoFundMe. So sorry. I only did it because people were complaining. So it would be nice if you could, but please don't put yourself into an energy of feeling unsafe. That's interesting though, because that's the other energy I was getting here. So, Renee, the hunt, the fox, that was a frequency of like being chased, feeling unsafe. And then when that's just come up there, it's making me think that that's part of the energy. A sense of not being comfortable. Let me get some musical alchemy. It's being really tight-lipped. So there's a frequency here of biding time, pausing, waiting for a moment to leap. So we have Taurus here, and that was a card that came out as a leap, but there's something here, because it's congelation, it's like, congelation is to call something down into a new form, to sort of almost like, to create some kind of like new energetic jelly. It's so strange how I'm seeing, I don't want to move because it's slippery, or I don't want to move because I don't want that person to notice me. There is this sense of like feeling this, like that there's some kind of magnifying glass moving around. And yet we've got the energy of F sharp heart here, higher spiritual heart. I think a community, Renee, around you, this kind of supporting cast of operatic characters, it's almost like they've been singing the same old opera over and over again. And you're trying really hard to sing this new tune to end the old song. But it's difficult to do alone. Let me carry on with the musical alchemy deck. You see, I'm seeing like almost like you being like a Pied Piper. You're kind of, you're calling, appealing to the dogs or to the pack or to the herd to get them to go in another direction. Like there's layers to be dealt with. You know you can do it, but you're being discreet, slow, sensible, thoughtful. So this is interesting. 717, but then I'm also getting 252. I have to sit with that. I don't know what that means at the moment. Really interesting. Crocus of Mars. I am I. So this is producing magic, not musing magic. I feel like the musing's been done. The musing's been done by the community around you, that operatic cast that you just don't want to hear their songs anymore. So you're producing new magic. You're bridging realities. It's really interesting. It's a pleasure, Larissa. If that was meant to me, it might be to a conversation that you were having. There's a hidden hermetic secret. There is amassing density around you. See, this is a divine energy. This is true pigmentation. This is almost like you're rinsing out the stains of the old energy that's, honestly, it's not in you. It's in the community around you. A staidness that's transforming. So, what's going on then? What's going on? Come on, what's Renee? Why with the opera? See, 10-4-14. Oh, this is interesting. So I'm getting with Purifying Antimony, house 10, house 4, father and mother house, as in community elders, how things have been shaped. And I want to say, not so much purified, but being in an environment where there's been a false moral purification that everyone has to be shaped into, and you're breaking that. It could be ancestral, it could be family, or it could be community. You are breaking free. You are, ooh, you're so wild. That's this kind of energy. It doesn't matter how small the thing you do that's the rule breaking, it's a massive thing. So you may just as well go big. You may just as well ramp this up. That's this frequency. You are producing magic. You are bridging realities. You are the divine principle of actioning potential. That it feels as though there's an cultural community impasse, and you're now just like taking control. You're going to make this happen. You're magicking this change. I want 2 more if we can have them. Oh, there we go. So we've got leaf and razor, unfurling and exploring. But the key thing here is we're bookended by 7373. So 7373 is like a 1010 disguised. See, the crawling and calling frequency of open waters, Ram's mystical nautical daughters craft the waves, the crashing adventures seeking to sail you forwards to explore life, to alchemize potential and soar to your sacred shore. I feel like you're polishing the world around you. Oh my, that's why I'm picking up all of that energy. Because it really was Baroque. I was getting loads of Baroque opera. But there is something here about not so much modernizing, that's exactly it. That's because it was called that's what I was feeling. You're trying and you're going to polish an action. You see, that was coming, this card was sitting looking at me like, I can't sing that bloody old song again. And it was like, yeah, modern repertoire. But I don't mean, you know, highly modern, just dipping outside the comfort zones. That's what's coming through. Let's get some ceramics on there. Look, there's this unfurling energy, Renee, that's really kind and huggy. So you've got this wonderful wind horn. This is to unbind from emotional attachments. I think it's you unbinding them. But they're frightened. They don't want to slip on that romanticism. There, look. Renee. Musical romanticism. I mean, that's only 19th century. It's not that modern. So I've still got some more runes in my hands. Dej, purge. You can do this. You can do this. You can purge their fears. Oh, look. And then Sunsteader lining up. A realignment musically. I think it will come. I really do. And then, look. This is sap, was. A new passion rising. I mean, but that feels like the passion in romanticism, in a different kind of music. I went to see a concert the other day that was really strange. It was, in its concept, it was a violin doing some very early Bach pieces, and 3 saxophones who were meant to be a distortion of it through a star portal. And it came down to this thing where we talk about the maths behind Bach. Look, Bach is not really memorable when it's a violin or a cello, or even the organs and things, as melodic. It's mathematically, harmonically perfect. And there's something here in this energy. This is really impassioned, you know. It's kind of Wagnerian in its frequency. It's Beethoven. It's all those really deep, passionate melodies. That feels like that's what needs to be aligned. To bring, not to lose the mathematical beauty of harmony, but to increase and explore, unfurl and explore into that romanticism of melodic importance. You know, you can play Bach with an enormous amount of expression, but sometimes to do that it has to be layered in a rhythmic harmony to break free from, to have that rubato. But this feels like the desire here is for rubato choral singing. Oh, look, this is also, it's the personal PR campaign. It needs a purified PR campaign. It's like it will bring more to you. I don't want one of them. Stop it. I want one of these to end. What's Renee's? Oh, that really, that was all sensual down my arm. Moon in Pisces. Look, it's the soloist seeking accompaniment, seeking unity within the choir. It's also the giggler, piano improvisation, moon drunk, pineal gland tuner. There's a whole new realm that the choir could embrace. Stand firm, you're producing the magic. So, that seems to be your reading. Lovely. Get some new tunes. So, next, I believe, is Abra Kasamba. I might have written it wrong. Oh, that's very lovely, oh my Gideon. I should certainly think about that, because I really, at the moment, I've got to be here in a week to do some more cat sitting, and then I'm going off. But it might be nice to whiz up to Pimlico. Thanking you. Okay, Abra Kasamba. Abra Kasamba, Jenny and Natalie. I can probably, if Susan's still here, we can probably just squeeze her on, and she's already donated. I don't like to rob people. That would give me 5. Can I do 5? Let's see. Let me have a drink of water again. How long have we been going? Ages. Oh, that's the other thing. Look. I don't know how to know when I might run out of energy. So if it just crashes out, I run out of energy. I've got no plug that will reach. So if it does run out, I'll record the messages and post the missing ones, just so that you're not in a panic. But I've got no way of squidging down the energy and seeing how much I've got left. I think if I went up and I don't know. So let's move on then So I'm now on Abra Kasamba. So that's 17500. 17500. So Abra. Just do this. Abra Kasamba, Abra Kasamba, Abra Kasamba. I'm hearing drumming, jungle drums. Here we go, here we go. No idea what that's about yet. Look, who? Centaur. Cinnabar's come out. So, oh, interesting. So we have sulfur, followed by Pallas Athena. So this is giving us a really interesting 5444 frequency. And the magpie just returned on the same corner. Oh, my stomach's making very loud rumbling. Interesting here. Look at the transformation between these two symbols. The new ideas of sulfur coming in 13/8 frequency 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. And then here Pallas Athena musical cannons with this diamond like a Gununga gap. From within your mind, new ideas are pouring forth. Also, Pallas Athena, remember, was born when Jupiter had a headache, Zeus. And they smacked his head open, and Pallas Athena jumped out fully adult. Also, dressed entirely for war as a soldier. So, cosmic consciousness and the soul. That's interesting. Let me just get... So the bee, consciousness lining up to the soul, your core ore, your core ore. So it's really interesting, ore is coming out. So it's coming through as digging deeper. Thank you, Renee. Well, the rain is so heavy now. So digging deeper. So this area is called ore when you go further up the road. And yesterday, for the reading that's coming out tomorrow, I was going to Ore Station. Now, it says Ore is named Ore after the river Ore. And I was like, that's not the reason. Why was the river Ore called Ore? It's no good saying that the area is named after a river. Where's the river name from? Two, back in the Roman period, this area was so rich with iron ore that the entire area became one of the largest mines throughout the entire Roman Empire. So there's something about digging a little deeper in the history of something or in the cosmic truth of something that's coming through here. Don't take the surface first sulfur. There's another sulfur deeper below. Spirit of place, heroic endeavors. I am luminous, I am protective, I am garnered. It's a little like this symbol. If we turn it this way up and remove this, it's Venus. If we turn it this way up, it's antimony. When it's this way up with this line, it's cinnabar. When we turn it this way and add yet another piece to the jigsaw, it becomes vitriol. It becomes the true inner philosopher's stone. This is receiving, downloading new, crucial. I want to say that's the really weird part, is this energy, crucial new information. True alchemy begins. This is learning how to strategically maneuver to create new personal codes, sparkling new narratives. That's this 13-8 energy. But there's something about that being the old chord. This is a new chord, a brand new chord coming in. Something that hasn't been thought or expressed in this particular way. Yeah. I was really hoping, actually, there's a... Let me just find it. I'm not going to wait for it to come out. Abra Kasamba. Oh, look, there we go. It came out very quickly. Waterfall. I adore the end line in this. So it's talking about as sure as waters wear rocks or rise through trees, create the clouds or dance throughout blood as sacred songs, samba with the cascading joy of water's ceaseless laughter. And that there is something really joyful about the 13-8 complex rhythm. So let's get some runes. Let's see where this is going. Some new cosmic tune coming in. Yeah, the wassail is really interesting. There's some, oh, it's your wassail and it's my wassail. It's about good health, wassailing. Oh, that was a really interesting... Right, look, this is a secondary awakening. I want to say it's like a third awakening. That's interesting. Why would I want to say it's a third awakening? Because it's the missing awakening. That's that energy. The 3, this new tune. I don't know, let's explore. But that came out with a whole series of cards and they smashed onto the table surface. This is something new, crashing in. From, look, yeah. From the future. recognize, explore, and then sweep away. That's a really interesting frequency. They don't need the individual energies. It's an awakening that's going to sweep something away. Old codes, old codes, old codes. Let's see. Third awakening. Involving what? Oh, you just bought a drum. See, that's what I could hear at the beginning, was drumming. And also 13/8, although I've applied a melody to it, to me it's a rhythm. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 1 2 2 2 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 1 2 2 2. It's very dancey, but it's not regular. It's something else. So here we have man. See, it's really interesting. I'm seeing man now as drums and a drumstick. Oh, I'm hearing the Hawkhurst drummer, the drumming ghost. Oh no, look, 10% of my battery. 10% of my battery left. I might have to complete these and upload them. I'm so sorry, but it's only got 10% left. So Earth Grab. I might have to do the rest of yours. I'll have to plug it in, let it recharge, and then do the readings. Might have to do them tomorrow. It depends on how quickly it recharges. Dage is purging. And then we have Ur, freedom, and the All Rune. All the sounds, all the magic, all of the things. So you're purging this. I feel like I'm under pressure now. So look, I'm going to continue this reading on a separate recording. I'm so sorry that my power's run out. I have no way of plugging in here. It's too distant from any plug. Thank you all so much for coming along. As soon as I can recharge my iPad and record this, I will do it. And then I'll upload it and I'll tell you. So I will continue this one and I will also do the next 4, and I'll put posts up for when they are. But it might, depending on the rain and the time, it might have to be tomorrow. But as soon as I can, I will do it. I'm so sorry that the iPad's run out, but I have no extension lead here. So it's just going to crash away now. So thank you all for coming. And as soon as I'm recharged, I'll complete these readings. I'm so sorry that it's happened during yours, but I will go straight into yours. So thank you so much, everybody. What?